detail of the standing frame, so there's not any misunderstanding. This is not a standing wheelchair. It is a standing frame. It's stationary. Once I get in it, there's no way I can make it move. It is on rollers and 4 casters, so if I was in it and Jimmy wanted to push me to another area, I could do that. The casters are locked down right now to make it safe for a transfer, but there's no moving this chair about. When I stand it, this is just for standing me up, and the benefits for my bones and digestion. Somebody wrote me and said, other than just feeling good to get off your rear end, what else does it do? And I already have getting osteoporosis in my legs because I'm not weight bearing, so that's bad for your bones. So weight bearing will help to get, hopefully make my bones stronger. So it puts pressure on your legs. It helps with circulation because it helps push the blood back and forth. Hopefully it'll help with digestion because you're not sitting kinked up all the time. So the goal is to stand an hour to 2 a day, several days a week. I'm only up to about 6 or 7 minutes before I feel like I'm going to pass out, so my body just has to learn. But that can be trained, and I will work on doing that. So we'll just give a little demonstration so you can kind of see how it works. First thing you do is this tray flips up and locks so it doesn't pivot down on you. This handle comes up. This is a new transfer for me, so I'm not real good at it. The knee pads flip up out of your way for transfer. This is the transfer seat. It's called a transfer seat, so it's got wings that come out, so it's almost like a built-in sliding board. A regular seat would just come straight, so you would have a pretty good grip. But this is made to come out, so you can get, and then they've designed it so you can get your front casters all the way up as close as you can. So it's really just a matter for me of finding where to put my feet for a better, safer transfer, and to get my bottom over. And I'm still kind of learning all that, so my transfers are pretty sloppy on it, but at least it's here, and you know, it can fall in a hole until I get better to transfer. And so you put your feet in the feet things, holders, and people were remarking how tall I was. Well, I'm only 5'4", I'm not tall. And my husband is 6 foot, so I was very tall. But if you notice, my feet are already about 6 or 8 inches off the floor. And that is why when it stands, I am taller. So once you get in place, you got this handlebar that comes down here, and then you wedge your knees in behind these pads, and this is all fitted for me. And then you make sure you're back as far as you can go to that. And then the tray comes down, and I'm still figuring that part out. And then it swivels. It goes back and forth on an adjuster here for how tall you are, thick, and all that. So I'm going to get it pretty tight, because when I get up, I feel like I'm going to fall forward, so I want that to hold me up. If not, I hold my hands and push myself up, but when it's loose, then that'll hold me up. So then you just crank it, and it's hydraulic. So you crank it to go up, and I don't know if you can tell, but as I sit on this seat, the back keeps my support. The knees are going to keep my knees from, the knee pads are going to keep my knees from falling out. And you just crank it up. And as I get taller, I get thinner. Perk of standing. Making sure I also lose my pants all the time, so I'm making sure they're modest. And so the chest isn't as close as it was when I was sitting. So when I get up, I'm already feeling a little tipsy. I can't really tell when my legs are straight, but this thing will eventually stop pumping, and you'll know you're up as far as it's going to go.
You are straight now.
That's it. It's not going up any farther. So I'll recheck my britches. And then, because there's still, this isn't all the way flush yet, so I still have a little falling room to do, and I will fall. I don't have good abs, so I don't think I'm going to loosen that by myself, because if it shoots out that way, then I'm going to... But I would loosen that and have Jimmy push that in tighter if I were to do some computer work or something like that. But, you know, I'm very stable with my hands if I got a hand down. And so this is just kind of the idea. It stands, and this is all I can do. I just stand here, and hopefully that gets the circulation in my legs going better, gets the blood flowing differently, which is why you have to work up to it. First thing I'll start doing is feeling very hot, and then I start sweating everywhere, and then I have to sit down or everything starts going black. So, but I can make it about 8 or 9 minutes before that happens, and I'll work up to that. Each week I'll stand more. I'll push myself about 5 or 10 minutes more. So that's the idea. You just stand, and I could do computer work or blog. You know, I love to blog. Eat. I could eat here. That's kind of my goal right now, is probably eat my supper and my lunch standing. I think that might help digestion. And, you know, as long as I can take it. And then, like I said, if I was up, somebody said, great, you can do your dishes. No, I can't, because I'm literally looking at my sink right now, and that's my arm. And my sink cabinet is about down to there. So, I really couldn't. And this tray doesn't really remove. It can, but it's very complicated because, as you can see, this is the whole front that helps hold me up here. So, it's made for the tray. The tray cannot go off, so it'd be hard to do the dishes way out there. But, it feels really good to stand. It's mixed emotions. It's sad of what it was once, so easy to do. But it's happy that this invention, a piece of equipment, enables you to be able to do that again. So we count our blessings and don't dwell on our sorrows. That's what we do. So I'm really, really happy to have it. So when you're ready to go down, stood for a few minutes, and when you're ready to go down, you just reach back and you just push. And the hydraulics just let you down. It's very easy. You can stop at whatever point you want. And it just takes you right back down. So if you're my friend and you want to try this, come to my house and I'll share.